Welcome back, Salty Fam. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. So today we're going to get into Austen Kroll's beer company, Trop.
Which, sounds like it would be a great IPA. I think that was the first one he made, and everybody
Yeah.
loves a tropical IPA,
It's supposed to be a grapefruit and passion fruit IPA with 6.1% ABV.
I bet it's good, I bet
Yeah.
it is tasty.
Yeah, so that was his initial one that he came out with, and he partnered with King's Calling Brewery Company, and I believe his dad was the main financial backing of this
I think so,
venture.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of like a product line versus like a whole beer company sort of thing,
Right. And so that was 2018 when he kind of started this whole idea. And then 2019 is when it became on tap and in some of the restaurants down in Charleston.
Nice.
And they had it at King Street Dispensary and Uptown Social.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's when we always heard him say Trop. And
Yeah, he was pushing it really hard at
Yeah.
the start of the show when he was kind of like launching it.
Yeah.
You would mention it a lot, he'd bring it a lot.
he
kinda
would go to
thing.
those bars and order it and hang
Yeah,
out at the
and try to,
bars and
like,
bring his
sell 'em at
friends.
it.
Yeah. So, and then in 2020, that's when they started canning it. And I think that's when we saw him like bringing it to parties and everything.
Yeah, kind of, which is like smart move,
Yeah.
super free press, like just
Right.
bring it anywhere you can on the show. Hey, get some drop up.
Yeah. And so it's shocking that as this past season, and I believe this season before, we didn't really hear much of Trop anymore.
For sure. I feel like it was, like talked about it all the time. Then it was a few seasons where he never talked about it. He'd maybe wear like a hat or something that said like Trop Hop. So you're like, okay, maybe it's still going on or
Right.
kind of thing.
And so sales kind of died down there for a little bit. And then they tried to make a couple other flavors in hopes that it would kind of do a little rebrand and a refresh. And now they are actually coming out with a THC infused seltzer drink.
Which is funny. All the Bravo people selling booze are getting into the THC drinks,
Yeah.
It's just interesting. It's like a definite sort of change in the market where
Yes.
that is a super common thing for people to be getting into now.
I think it's because they say Gen Z isn't drinking as much as millennials or Gen X or boomers. And so that whole industry is kind of taking a hit. So now they're trying to like revitalize themselves in the THC drink category.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good move, Like
Yeah.
I could for sure see that being just as big of sales as normal alcohol, especially with
Right.
those younger demographics, kind of thing.
Right.
It'll be interesting. Well, even more places also sell it like in restaurants too. Like a movie theater we go to, you can buy like THC drinks in
Yeah.
the movie theater,
I was going to say that would be interesting to have like, I guess kind of like Carl's bar,
Yeah.
but it's like all THC drinks,
Yeah, right.
But
I bet somebody has done it or will do it.
Yeah, I think along with mocktails, we'll see those drinks coming into play in restaurants, bars, like you said, movie theaters.
Yeah.
It is very interesting that everyone's going in that direction.
It is, It's like it's definitely like a changing of the times.
Yeah.
For sure,
And for Bravo Lebs to be in the THC business is very common. We have
Super
Happy
common.
Eddie.
Yeah.
We have oh gosh,
Shiloh or
yeah,
whatever.
Stacy's company.
Yeah. That's like ripping Happy Eddie.
Yeah.
Tamra.
Tamra, I think that's Venus CBD, and then
Loverboy selling THC drinks.
That's
Trop Hop
right.
selling THC drinks.
Right.
It's interesting.
it's a vibe for
It
sure.
is. Hey, I'm here for it,
Right. So they announced that, I believe, October 2025. So it is pretty new.
And it is. It's very much like in the last few years, It's so interesting.
Yeah. And then I think we should go over to, let's see, the website.
Yeah, and I'd be curious, like, how his sales break down, because it's kind of similar to Loverboy, where he has a lot of good merch on there, and I bet they
Yeah.
do huge numbers in merch, just like I bet Loverboy does huge merch numbers,
Right,
kind of thing.
Okay, so now we're on their website and it has, the logos. These are all of the beers that they offer now, which they have 4. Let's see.
And
There's a
so
blood
and those ones are
orange.
the THC ones.
Yeah, the blood orange, blueberry, pomegranate, passion fruit, and black cherry.
I bet they're pretty tasty,
I bet so too. I wonder, we should do a taste testing between Trop and Loverboy
Yeah,
on
we
their
should.
THC.
See which one tastes better, which one hits better.
Right. Okay, let's see if we can buy them.
Yeah, so like the THC ones,
Sorry, this store is currently unavailable.
that's what it seems like. He used to sell it through the website, but now there's another link on there to get them, and it's through like something called like Thrive Marketplace or something like that he sells them through. So I think he's almost going like distributor only. Like he only sells it through distributors and like bars or something.
Well, he's got to update his website.
Yeah, they should fix that. Some of the links work, and so this one takes you to where like you can actually buy it, functional marketplace.
Yeah, you can buy the THC ones for $25.
I think you get like a 4-pack for $25.
Okay,
like
it's interesting because in the blood orange is 30.
So I think the cheaper ones are probably like 5 milligram, and the more expensive ones are 10 milligram.
Okay. Yeah, so the $25 black cherry and Meyer lemonade is 5 milligrams, and then the passion fruit is 10 milligrams. So there's a $5 difference between them. Very interesting.
I bet they taste, good for him branching out and like going for it.
What is this?
Well, so this will be, because it's like a functional marketplace. So those probably aren't his products. Those are just best sellers in the marketplace.
That's interesting.
But his is one of the best sellers.
Yeah.
So that's good, Good for
his
him.
Blueberry pomegranate. Oh my gosh. I can't even say that word today. Pomegranate is a bestseller.
Which sounds good. That sounds like a good flavor combo.
It is. So it took us from his website to a functional market website.
I think that's just like the distributor, I guess, he uses to sell it.
That is interesting. And then it takes us just a little bit about Austen, a picture of him sitting on the beach laughing. Then you got some hats and some koozies and mugs.
Yeah, the only thing you can buy through the website is merch.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I think all the other stuff you have to buy from something else.
So this just links you to another website. Oh, that's weird.
I don't know. They might need to review their links and figure out what the heck is going on.
So now it took me to this other influencer, the PE guy. He does like satire.
Yeah, he does like a
stuff.
filter where he acts like some Silicon Valley, angel investor or something, equity guy who's like, they're all just like super stuck up douche.
So it took me to his merch, and then we have Austen.
No, so I think this is who they use to source their merch. So this is who manufactures the merch that they sell.
I don't know. This is interesting. No wonder it's not doing well. It takes you to all these other websites. It's like, what?
Like, who the heck am I buying from?
Yeah.
What am I buying?
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
It is kind of interesting.
Definitely not user friendly.
No,
Interesting.
But good for him branching out,
Yeah.
Hopefully it's working and selling good. It's been going a long time, it's almost 10 years. 10 years in business if he started in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I would like to hear more about it on the show since we haven't heard any update, and he insinuated that things were just not going well, and that, he like insinuated like that his business like kind of burned down a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I can't remember if it was him or Craig. Somebody was mentioned something that like, you're just upset it's like not doing that good.
Yes.
And other people's things are like taking off.
I think it was Craig.
I think so. Probably. It probably was Craig like shitting on him,
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, hopefully Trop has a little revive moment with his THC drinks, and we'll definitely keep you posted. But like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you later, Salty fam.